Hello friends! In this video you'll see how the actors of the TV series Heart to Heart 1979-1984 have changed. You'll know their real names and age. I will show you how they looked then and what's with them now. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! Jonathan Hart is Jennifer's legal beloved and also successfully runs his own company, Hart Industries. He's distinguished by purposefulness, is able to take care and tries not to stop there. He is played by Robert Wagner. Max works for the Harts doing some household chores and acting as a chauffeur. In addition to direct duties, he also shows care, concern for his employers and is always happy to help them. Played by Lionel Stander, who died of lung cancer in 1994. Stanley Friesen was acquainted with Jonathan Hart, who helped him get out of a difficult situation. He can be a little clumsy, he is not particularly popular with girls, but he is quite a good-natured man. Likes to wear a bow tie. He was played by Lee Wilkov. Billingsley or Jess is involved in illegal activities, gambling, theft, and can even eliminate unnecessary people. He's not used to giving up and tries to have a backup plan. He carries a gun. Played by John Reilly, who died of a heart attack in 2021. Peter Schmidt, George Deloy, is one of the employees of the Whale Ski Resort, where he offers his services as an instructor to everyone. He was in cahoots with Kate Matthews, and it was he who seduced and then killed Marina. Peter is sneaky and great pretender. Clint Reilly, Nicholas Pryor, has had a long friendship with Hart, and time after time he is able not only to have friendly get-togethers with him, but also to travel. Family is of great importance to him, and for her sake he is even willing to become a smuggler. Jimmy Lee, George Chung, prefers mostly to wear a two-piece suit with a tie. He can be efficient, and even if he is not feeling well, he tries to perform the tasks assigned to him. Lee, even in dangerous situations, tries not to give up and fight back if necessary. Adele had a direct connection with the club that Stanley Friesen frequented, especially having an affiliation with his gambling underground activities. She can be quite dodgy and may well eliminate a man if necessary. The role was performed by Amy Madigan. Mick Steele was involved in the kidnapping of Jennifer Hart. He can be impatient at times, but is able to follow directions clearly and tries to be observant and not draw too much attention to himself. He is able to drive well, played by Andrew Robinson. Is an employee of Hart Incorporated and reports to Sam, with whom she had a romantic affair. She is good at pretending for a cause and assisted Eric in the execution of his devious plan. Wears a chain with a gold pendant around her neck. Scotty McLean is an artist and was somewhat familiar with Jonathan and Jennifer Hart. She's a pretty sweet, tactful and polite girl. Scotty loves to wear blouses with a light, unpretentious print as well as thin chain around her neck, played by Julie Cobb. Lester Quillan, Greg Mullavey, is well acquainted with both Jennifer and her father. Sometimes he can be somewhat harsh, and in some moments it's not clear for others to express thoughts, but he is also able to sincerely experience and can provide help free of charge. Marina Belson was in a loving relationship with Halsey Matthews and was Kate's secret rival. She has fine facial features and a pleasant and broad smile, but she can also be quite sneaky and somewhat cruel, especially towards her rival, played by Shelley Smith. Diane's secretary, Mimi Maynard, is one of Jonathan Hart's employees. She's a very efficient person, attentive to the tasks assigned to her, and doesn't forget to inform her superiors about any important tasks. She likes to use a little black eyeliner on her eyes. Marilyn has a business relationship with Barry, with whom they jointly own a fitness club. She has a trim shape, pretty facial features, and can be smiling and friendly. Her main occupation, as well as her partner, is dealing drugs. She was played by Elaine Joyce. Kate Matthews is married to Halsey and also has a pretty good relationship with Jennifer Hart, but not until tries to kill her. She can be quite sweet, but in reality she's cunning and calculating. Kate knows how to ski. She was portrayed by Juliet Mills. Marcy Fowler has a good relationship with the Hart couple. She loves to be treated with attention, affection, and care by men, especially when it's her loved one. Marcy knows how to look her age and keep herself in good shape. She was played by Karen Carlson. Blair Craddock, Amanda McBroom, is engaged in acting and is also married to Daryl, who is a fairly wealthy person. She's a sweet and friendly girl who gets along well with the Hart spouses. Blair can be a bit emotional at times, prefers to wear neat earrings. Susan Kendall is a very open-minded woman who is able to emphasize the advantages of her appearance with a little makeup. She occasionally likes to wear dresses with bright accents and often wears a bracelet on her right hand. She was played by Susan Bay Nimoy. Amanda is married to Fred and together with her husband is one of the pals of the Hart family. She and her husband share many hobbies and outlooks on life, which can be quite strange and incomprehensible to others. The role is performed by Cynthia Harris. Connie was married for some time to Vince, with whom she had a son. She can be somewhat weak-willed and succumb to blackmail, and she also finds it difficult to confront her ex-spouse. Connie has a medical background. The role is performed by Dee Wallace. Sam Girard, Kenneth Kimmins, owns his own company, Hart Toy Inc., and one of his employees is a designer named Eric. He designs and implements interesting toys for children, but sometimes can be a little unlucky. Sam wears a mustache and shows signs of baldness. Riding is familiar with the Hart couple. He can be quite adventurous and can even fight back against another person if necessary, both verbally and physically. He likes to wear jackets, played by Niall Harrison, who died of a heart attack in 2013. Vince Nucona is under the patronage of Max. He's a professional bodybuilder and aspires to open his own gym. Vince is a rather charming man who is in great shape through regular workouts. He has his own iconic barbell. The role is performed by Frank Zane. Lester Charles Cyphers often likes to walk in suits and also doesn't like to wear a bow tie, preferring a classic tie, including burgundy. He knows how to focus on the interlocutor and at the same time listening carefully. He has a beard with gray hair. Chris Barber is not the kind of person who chooses the righteous way of life either on his own or with a partner, can appropriate things for himself. He is interested in getting things of significant value. He rarely gives up on his goals. Played by Mark Pinter. Ruby Braff, Martin Beswick, is on close terms with Dr. Cobb and is also quite familiar with both Jonathan and Jennifer Hart. She can be quite polite and friendly to others. Ruby has expressive eyes and prefers short haircuts. She has a passion for wrestling. Belle spends some time at the club with Stanley Friesen. She is an eccentric person who can behave somewhat defiantly, and sometimes her intentions are far from always good-natured. Belle loves to keep her hair up. The role was played by Joanna Cassidy. Jennifer Hart is Jonathan's favorite woman, who works in journalism and is not infrequently interviews interesting people. She has a resilient nature and will always support her husband, no matter what difficult life situation happens. Played by Stephanie Powers. Vince is Connie's ex-husband and the father of their mutual child. He leads an illegal lifestyle and often plunders, has no problem deceiving people, and is able to involve even his own innocent son in his dastardly plan. The role was played by William Locking. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please share it on social networks, like it, and of course subscribe to the channel.